want to talk about N7 Day. I don't want to analyze this trailer, nitpick the minute details. Every single year, this hell of a studio releases a sliver of news, a piece, a tease, and just like clockwork, crawl back here like a... Nevertheless, here we are again. My name is Ashe. Hope you had a great N7 Day. Let's get this over with. The teaser video and the N7 poster, the two biggest things out of N7 Day. BioWare staggered the teaser release into 3 parts: Epsilon, Oculon, and Nebula. Epsilon, the 5th letter of the Greek alphabet, was an access code that unlocked the first clip, a word that was a rejected name for Mass Effect, and also alludes to this being the 5th Mass Effect game. For the 2% of people that will argue with me, Mass Effect Andromeda is canon. Nothing will change that. And to further my point, we only need to read the following lines. The second line holds a strange code rot encrypted, which spells out Oculon 2819 Defiance. 2819 being a year around the events of Mass Effect Andromeda, followed by a line detailing an Andromeda distress signal detected, including a redacted date of when that signal was sent, and the transcript that included audio decrypted from last year's N7 Day, where Liara Tassoni said,
"Although they should know by now not to underestimate human defiance. Perhaps was the most daring feat."
That redacted word was Defiance, which was the secondary clip unlocked dubbed Oculon, also known as a former potential name for the Citadel. The third access code unlocked Nebula, the final clip of the series, indicating this security footage as a security breach that required System Alliance attention. Epsilon, Oculon, Nebula, Eon. Surely cannot be a coincidence. Now, the trailer itself depicts security footage of an unknown person in very stylish N7 armor, sauntering down through a corridor they definitely should not be in, armed with a silenced pistol. Now, observations. This armor is hot. Legitimately fire, probably the most stylish, most Balenciaga outfit I've seen out of the franchise yet. The slit-back armored coat, the sleek helmet, and the scarlet trim symmetrically wrapping the character like a pretty murderous gift box. Number 2, Renegade. Pure Renegade aesthetic, in sharp contrast to the last trailer we had with Liara that was everything blue, light, promising, hopeful. Paragon in a nutshell. But this is dark, shadowy, deadly. Renegade through and through. And 3, protagonist sides with antagonist vibes. Opposed to Shepard and Ryder, this does not look like a lawful hero coming to save the day. Instead, this gives infiltrator, agent, a mix of James Bond meets Beatrix Kiddo. Confidence, arrogance, this N7 turns to us, scoffs, and walks. I said this on Twitter, but I'll say it again. Mass Effect is in its villainous era. This is the vision of our hero. Not a hero you want, but one that's out to get the job done. And look good at it. The art released alongside the trailer is also just as clean. Daft Punk motorcycle helmet, cyberpunk-esque high-collar jacket, the gun, the silencer, the N7 iconography on the breastplate and the gun. It depicts a very cool, yet intimidating look. I've said enough about the fashion. Let's talk about the rest. The wisp around the outfit rotates in a way that reminds me of the Vanguards, who kind of charge forward and leave that wispy trail behind. I doubt BioWare would focus in solely on one class, but instead take what they did with Mass Effect Andromeda and allow the player to dabble in biotics whenever they wanted. Now the important part. The club scene. A true blend of what the devs have alluded to, a merging of both the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy. I don't think this is a location that we have previously visited. It's a swanky, higher class kind of club with a much wider range of clientele. Humans, Krogan, Volus, Hanar, Solarians, Turians, Asari, and Batarians. Yes, this could be Garrus, but there are other Turians in the series with an eyepiece. But the most shocking part of the entire club, and likely the most important, is the group of 3 showcased in the middle. Liara, a Geth, and an Angaran. Players did not meet any Angarans until Andromeda, so why be here now? The Angaran is somewhat antagonistic towards Liara, who's sitting comfortably behind a table. 2 drinks on the table as if this is supposed to be a friendly get-together, while Dave, the friendly neighborhood Geth bodyguard, is standing menacingly at the side with bright eyes shining. By the way, until BioWare confirms an actual name, we're calling this Geth Dave. It's canon until it's not. This is the first look of both the original trilogy and Andromeda coexisting at the same time in the timeline. Does that mean we're around the year 2819, as depicted in the teaser reveals? Or is it a time before and simply Angarans that we never knew existed? But if so, how did that distress beacon from Andromeda make its way through space? As expected, we now have more questions than answers. I have theories, but there's more to unravel at a later time. For now, this was 2023's N7 Day. Until the next Dragon Age is released, we likely won't see much from Mass Effect until maybe N7 Day 2024, but for now, it's a good luck. My name is Ashe, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. When that might be, well, Dragon Age Day is on December 4th. Till then, Veneral and Ansal.